rugby players walked into a bar. That's the start of a joke. And the hockey players. Sorry.
I just wanted to drink.
Put your hand up. No, up. And I pat your back.
Budweiser commercial
that
for the
was a
Clydesdales
sentimental.
made me think about the frogs. Remember the frog commercials?
Yes, that was classic.
Those were great commercials too.
Budweiser.
Wise.
We did it. High tide.
Harry Pinkle kind of looks like Drinky.
Maybe it's his step brother.
You know who else looks like Drinky is Freezy.
Brother.
Freezy and Drinky.
I thought you were going to talk about it.
Okay, I didn't want to talk about Drinky. Maybe I do have a crush on him.
You do. I think you secretly, like if he walked through the door and was like, I'm going to take you on a date, you would leave me here going, I don't know how to run this stuff. You would run out.
My secret crush on Drinky.
Yeah. I think so. Well, I got a question on that. Can a nerd be you're nerdy though. Can you be a redneck?
I think you could be both. I don't think it's mutually exclusive.
You can be, but okay, no, that was a legit question.
So you're not going to pick Texas, huh?
My
you're not going to
mind
pick with your
thinks-
emotion. You're going to
yeah.
pick with your.
Not picking with my heart.
You're going to pick with your brain now. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know that that's any better. You like that, Min? He doesn't know anything about basketball, but he said today he heard some guys talking and he just threw that in there. He goes, Duke's going to go all the way. So he said, that's my one-liner for the next couple of weeks. I'm just going to walk up to people talking basketball.
Perfect. Like, I mean, it's like 30 feet away.
Yeah,
like,
it was a long
no way
putt.
I could make that putt, right? So, like, impossible.
I'm not saying she didn't do anything amazing because who her dad is, but like if he lined to any one of us up, I bet we make it.
You think so?
Come on.
They're like, what is Jrod doing? He's sitting on the ground.
Oh no, that's the guy that's supposed to say if it's a home run or not.
Back there waving. Hey, Mama, Daddy, I'm right back here.
Is he waving at his parents or saying that was a home run? You know Mike Trout?
Yep, Mike Trout played for the Angels.
Yeah, still does.
And they had a statue of a trout. That you could get a little bobblehead trout.
Did they really?
Yeah. You could get it at the actual Angels game.
Oh.
You could get a bobblehead trout. And then they also had a Mike Trout. That was an actual person bobblehead.
Yeah.
Roosters don't.
Roosters can't lay eggs.
Oh, I know, but they're there. So, well, some hens don't need a rooster. That's what but some hens do need roosters.
Well, no, all hens will lay eggs, but to make another chicken, they have to have a rooster. So
Okay.
similar to the way people make other people.
Thanks for the birds and bees talk, Matt.
PBR versus Rolling Rock. You pick Rolling Rock, huh?
Yeah. So, well, and some old men that mean a lot to me drank both of those. So that's a hard choice. I don't want to favor either one.
You get in trouble.
Yeah. That's a good question.
A good question. I might have to go with PBR because that's what Papa had in his refrigerator. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Multi-shelf PBR.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Rolling Rock tastes better if I had to choose. Yeah. You can watch us anywhere. That's a
Anywhere.
good plug.
China.
When we're live. Yeah.
Tibet.
China was the first place you thought of anywhere?
I was watching a video on
We got a
today.
Chinese crowd out there.
Chinese crowd.
Hello to anybody out there in China.
How do you say
watching.
hello in Mandarin?
Konnichiwa. I don't know. That's Japanese. Game, you get 5 days after your bowl game or after your final playoff game to declare for the portal. So
There's a whole bunch of players on these teams that could be still.
Yes.
And that also refutes what Coach Franklin said about how his player had to get on the. Oh my gosh!
He's
he is so full of
doo-doo.
That's what they need to do: make overtime points half points.
Watch him do that one.
Watch them do that one time. Live from High Top Scott Social Media Studios in the heart of the Cedar City, just outside of America's Music City. This is the one, the only Mike and Jrod Show. Coming to you live, my co-host, Michael Clay, and I am Jrod Scott.
What's happening, Jrod? Man, you're mixing it up.
I'm mixing it up,
It's like
stirring
the
up the
last
pot.
5 shows, yeah.
Stirring the pot a little bit. We got to make it exciting, like. I mean, this is exciting. Another great show.
Yeah, no, here we are. Another show. I was going to say another Thursday night, but I messed that up. It's Friday night.
But you got an opportunity to go to Metallica.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pass that up.
First time ever seeing them live. I wasn't a huge Metallica fan growing up. I mean, I liked them. Didn't dislike them, but I'll say after watching the show, I was like, man, I thought they were better live than any time I've ever just listened to their songs.
And I think I told you I got my wife tickets to go see AC/DC. They're coming to Nashville, and really excited about that. And it's so funny because
that's at Nissan, right?
Yeah, she was telling somebody. Yeah, so yours was at Bridgestone, right?
No, it was in Nissan.
Yours was
at
at Nissan
It was fun
too.
to watch it there.
So it seems like Nissan is becoming the place when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they better get there while they can. What, 2 years it'll be
You're gonna tear it down.
torn down? Yeah.
Yep. I think
the
they're
new
supposed to do
stadium.
a year worth of concert venue after they finish the stadium. I don't think
Really?
it's like an instant thing, but
They'll keep it
I
up?
don't know for sure. I'm not an expert. I had a buddy of mine. It was really crazy. You know, we had the draft.
Yeah.
And they drafted, Cam for the Titans.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of excited about that now. The more I think about it, I've watched some videos with Cam. He seems like a very mature young man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've kind of felt that way too, but
No, I have since, because the draft was last week. So we've had a week to kind of, especially local here, see interviews and obviously he's been on all.
yeah, my buddy Chris Cochran, I guess he did a thing down at the. You remember I told you I went to that place to see the model for the Titan Stadium, right? To look at tickets and see what prices look like, and Cam did a PR thing there. My buddy Chris Cochran was there, and he had posted something on Facebook about it, and every time I hear him talk, I'm like, man, this kid's sounds 10 years older than he really is.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of promise, man. I mean, if you perform the way you act from a maturity standpoint, I think he's going to do really well.
Well, and if anything, like the interview, you're like, all right, he is serious about. You feel like he understands.
He understands the
I'm
levity.
Number one. Yeah. I was the number one.
Using big
pick.
words, levity.
Yeah, that was good. I thought you were going to say levitating.
I'm trying to use big words. Audience thinks that's funny, so.
But they liked it. Oh yeah, the audience. They were late on cheering as we come into the intro there.
That's because I was throwing everybody off.
Oh yeah, but I'm excited, and the more you hear his interviews, real excited about see what he does. I'll be pulling for him because it's the Titans, but hoping he does well.
Yeah, I think he's going to do great. And originally I kind of was like, yeah, it's going to be the same old Titans. But the more I think about it, the whole thing of drafting, I don't know, that video that I posted really changed my perspective on the draft and how all that works. But the number of offensive linemen that we've drafted, right, combined with a lot of good wide receivers that we've drafted, I'm really starting to think that maybe we could have a great year next year.
Well,
maybe I'm being too ambitious.
I think the offensive linemen are still around, but the receiver, like some of those guys are like
they've already moved on.
AJ Brown, we traded him to the Eagles, which was ridiculous. Derrick Henry's gone, so those positions they were great picks, but now they're
gone.
Great. They're great for someone.
They're great for someone
else. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's show 32.
Oh, so our audience thinks that's great. I'm not sure that that's great. I mean, I'm kind of booing that.
I think they're laughing because of
because we're idiots. Yeah.
Well, no, that was kind of a good joke you had.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Don't down your joke.
Great for somebody else. They're great for somebody else.
So show 32 here. Don't want to underestimate the importance of 32.
Yeah.
2 shows into our 30s now. And man, I'm going to like
being in my 30s, that's kind of, I don't know.
You ain't in your 30s no more.
I'm saying being in my 30s, that was not a time in my life where I'm trying to think. It's just not, you know, once you leave the 20s, it's kind of like now you feel like you're starting to get old.
30s was a transition decade, I think.
And then 40s was old.
No, 30s is transitioning into, I'm really not sure how to be an adult and early family and a lot of responsibility. Like 40s now, I feel like I'm in a stride. Kind of got my, got things down on what I need to do. But 30s was like a transition. You're like, I don't really know if I like this or what I'm doing. Becoming an adult and responsible and all that.
You're not sure about the fact
Like
that you're
family,
leaving your G.I. Joes behind?
Yeah. That's right. No, 30s was a for me. I don't know.
That was what I forgot. I meant
Everybody's
to put the G.I. Joe theme music on our little on our sounds. But I mean, I guess that would be something like, oh, too bad.
So yeah, when it comes to honoring, like this is our 32nd show, and if you've watched, if you're new, we always like to, each episode, like this is 32, we'll honor it and call it and we usually go by the best athlete that wore number 32. And this one, man.
Yeah, you were telling me, you kind of giving me a preview that there's a lot of them, a lot of great athletes that wore 32.
There's a lot, and it was hard, and it could turn into like debate and arguing.
My nose is just itching me to death. I'm sorry.
You should put lotion on it or something.
Get me some lotion.
Yeah. So I like that. I went with.
Michael's
go ahead,
wisdom.
Magic Johnson show.
Oh, dude, you can't
number
beat that
32.
one.
Yeah. I went with it. You know, I mean, Hall of Fame. He was a Hall of Famer, obviously. First overall. Speaking of like draft picks, he was the first overall pick in 1979 for the Lakers. He played at Michigan State. 12
Wasn't Magic the one that they were saying, oh, you know, he got AIDS or whatever, and everybody thought he was going to pass away, but he's still around.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if they I don't know if you still have it, but it didn't
slow him down.
Yeah. Well, and I think he had enough money to get
whatever he needed to get done to get it done.
But I mean, and he's went on, man, a great bit. Not only was he an awesome, great basketball player, but I mean, he's a businessman. Like he started Starbucks, and you know, he got businesses to like I wouldn't say inner cities, but like
he was involved with Starbucks.
Yeah, he helped open businesses in lower income areas and stuff to try to bring more, you know. Yeah, he's done a lot, man.
Man, you're teaching me today. You're the teacher today.
Yeah, he's done well. But sports-wise, 12-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA
He's got
MVP.
the Presidential Medal of Freedom? What?
Yeah, the dude has done... That's why, you know, obviously he's in my wheelhouse, too, of... as I was growing up watching 80s the NBA, and he's done a lot. I think he's a smart business guy, and he's really invested. And he's worth, I don't know, I mean...
he owns some teams, too. So
yeah.
He owned the L.A. Lakers. Does he still own the Lakers?
And when you say own, I'd say part owner.
Part owner, one of the owners.
I don't know if he still does or not. But, I mean, he's got his hand in a little bit of everything.
He joined Guggenheim Partners.
Yeah.
Like, they were the partnership that helped him with the Dodgers.
Because he's part owner of the Dodgers, right?
Bid for the Dodgers, ownership group, winner of the proceedings to buy the Dodgers. I don't know if he still owns the Dodgers or not. Wow, he is a big-time businessman.
Yeah, no, he is.
Partners in the Dayton Dragons.
Ohio team?
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio, the Dayton Dragons.
League, that's a minor league team. Okay, yeah. No, that's cool, man.
I wonder if they're named the Dayton Dragons because they're right next to Kings Island.
I don't know. I wouldn't say right next. Dayton's still an hour from Cincinnati.
No, Kings Island is almost to Dayton.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know.
headed
I
out.
thought it was more in Cincinnati.
No, it's headed very much north of Cincinnati.
Well, you have taught me something.
Yeah. Have you never been to Kings Island?
No.
We're my gosh, we talked. Did we talk about? Maybe we talked about this in another show, man. We got to go to Kings Island. You got to ride the Beast, man.
Yeah, I mean that. I've always heard of the Beast, but I just never went.
Have we talked about it in one of the shows? I thought we did, didn't we? About as one of the longest rides or whatever.
Yeah, no, we did. We did talk about it. But yeah, so Magic Johnson. I mean, I went with him. His number 32 is retired with the Lakers. He was. I told you he won the NCAA championship in '79 with Michigan State. You know who he beat?
Who?
Indiana State and Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Somehow I thought Larry Bird was going to come into this conversation.
Well, Bird versus Magic, like that was the 80s.
thing.
You can't mention Magic Johnson without talking about Larry Bird, and vice versa. You can't mention Bird without mentioning Magic.
So now I'm trying to remember the timeline. Was Johnson around at the same time as Jordan?
Yes. So he came into the league. He was rookie
Johnson
of the year.
and Bird were before Jordan, though, right?
They came in together in 1980. They were rookies.
Oh, Jordan came in at the same time that Johnson did.
No. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came in the same year because they were seniors. They were seniors when they played each other, Michigan State, Indiana State, the year before. Then they both got drafted.
Oh, Jim's asking if we're live. Yes, we're live. We're live, Jim.
Yes, we are.
We are live.
You're watching live right now.
You're watching live. So Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came in at the same time.
In 1980, and then Jordan came in 84.
Okay. So they played at the same time period, but they did not come in at the same time.
No. But they helped build the NBA and carried it.
I mean, that's what I think was like the rise of the NBA, right?
Essentially, Bird and Johnson made the rise, and then
Jordan just made it meteoric.
Took the torch.
Meteoric. A meteoric rise.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Jordan made it meteoric.
Meteoric means like not good.
Oh, meteoric rise is.
Are you sure? That's a fall. A meteor falls from space. You don't want to fall.
Meteoric.
Like a star rise. Oh.
Describes a sudden and very rapid increase in success, popularity, or fame. Man, I'm all about the words today, bro.
Yeah, I thought it meant bad.
No, so meteoric rise. That's what I was saying. Like it went from, hey, good to have Bubba with you there, Jim. Glad to have y'all.
Oh, sweet.
But it went from that whole thing of it was going up, and then when Jordan hit it, it was like, it was like Elon Musk's
takeoff
rocket ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
why did I think
the big
was
private
like
part that Jeff Bezos lifted off?
Yeah, yeah. That can be another show. Get into that.
Yes. We're a family show. We don't talk about those things. But
so I chose.
That was no for me.
I chose Magic Johnson. We're honoring him. Show 32. It's the Magic Johnson show. But all right, I'll run down the list tonight. There was Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my gosh. Shaq Daddy?
Listen, Dr. J, Karl Malone, Bill Walton, Jerry Lucas, Kevin McHale.
Lord, what was the special about 32?
This is just NBA. Then if you move to NFL, Jim Brown, Marcus Allen, O.J. Simpson.
O.J. was a 32.
Yeah.
Wow, like you weren't kidding. This list is just crazy.
And I skipped some because there were so many. Ones I thought were, bigger. Major League Baseball, Sandy Koufax, Steve Carlton, Dave Winfield. I mean, it's crazy. And then you're like, oh, well, those names may not be huge, but if you start looking at what they did and achieved in their career.
Oh, it's huge.
Like you could argue that we could have named,
out of all the numbers that you've had on a jersey, this could have been like the biggest number ever on a jersey.
Yeah, and the next couple of shows, like this might be a topic ongoing. People watching
in football. What is a 32? Typically, because the numbers are based on position, right? Is it running back?
Yeah, because there were some running backs I didn't.
O.J. Simpson fell onto that category. Although, sad thing is, I can't even think about O.J. Simpson's actual football performance because it's so overwhelmed by all that other stuff.
Well, and to be honest, his football career was before us, if you think about it. O.J. Simpson played from 1969 to 1979.
Oh, you're right. So he wasn't even. We were like babies.
And here's what's crazy: he's in the NFL Hall of Fame, but he was inducted in '85. So this is all obviously before the craziness, which he's still like for us a cultural.
Hence the reason why I don't think of him as a football player because I wasn't watching him play football.
Truly, I remember him as being in the Naked Gun movies and then being chased by the LAPD down the interstate.
That's the only thing I remember is the white Bronco.
White Bronco, yeah, that's exactly right. In the Naked Gun movies, because those were
and the glove.
Funny. Well, that falls under the
white Bronco.
Yeah,
falls under the same category. That's crazy.
And if anybody's wondering at home, I think he did it.
The Juice. He's 76 now.
Yeah, he passed away.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Just last year. I didn't realize that. I don't know how I missed that. Jason, glad to have you, man.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. And
Jim's pushing for Sean Alexander to be episode 37.
Do you know?
Yeah, he's at Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're impressed with me today, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like stepping up to the plate today.
Not only are you just a regular nerd about
Dude, Sean Alexander just drives me crazy,
You're
man.
a sports nerd.
And see, that's going to be one of the topics that I want to talk about today. Is
we'll get into
that in a little bit. There was a little list that was made, and some of the people that you say that I have a crush on should not have been as high ranked as they were.
Okay, we'll get into
that in a little bit.
Yeah, well, 37, it might be. I'll have to, when I do my research for episode 37, we'll see.
Sean Alexander went to play for the Seahawks and the Redskins, hence the reason why I don't recognize him on pro football. But I thought for sure he played. Yeah, he played for Alabama. No, he was there during the time period when I was at Tennessee.
This will make you like Jim Bright more. He's a huge Alabama fan.
I didn't say I was going to like him more because of that.
That was sarcasm.
I like
Where's the boo button?
Here you go. Yeah.
Oh, this is it.
Mr. Sarcasm,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The crowd was over. Yeah, I love that one. Mr. Sarcasm.
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm,
I don't care.
Yeah. So back, we were talking how big Magic Johnson businessman than Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, talk about another businessman.
Yeah.
Dude, his images are businessman.
Oh.
Like his lead images are not even, when you look him up online, it's not his basketball shots. It's like all of his, I'm in a suit with glasses looking all professional. You know, that was my nickname for Olivia. Lady Shaq.
Really?
She played basketball. Their team, when she was in middle school, their team actually won the championship for their conference.
Really?
And Olivia was like, I mean, she's really tall now, right?
Yeah.
But she was tall then. And when she ran, you know how Shaq kind of runs a little funny? He doesn't really run
he's huge.
He runs like he's stumbling down the court. He runs with intention.
He's lumbering.
But he's so big.
Yeah.
And she kind of ran like this odd run down the court. And it drove her crazy. I'd call her Lady Shaq all the time. And she's like, Dad, just don't call me that. Don't call me that.
I mean, think about the reason it looks so crazy is that's 330 pounds trying to run.
Dude, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a beast. What are you talking about? Met his belly button once.
I don't know. I don't think
Jason,
I want to know.
Are you talking?
Somebody say, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that out loud to people. So yeah, and he wore Shaquille.
Sorry, the button is delayed.
This is why I didn't give him the honor of being the Shaquille O'Neal show, because he wore 32 for 10 years, not his full. He played 19 years.
Oh, so he was multiple numbers. He was
Yeah.
32, 34,
No.
33, and 36.
Yeah, number 32 he wore the most.
Now, why would you have different numbers?
Well,
Because somebody else had your number on the team?
yeah, so at LSU he was 33. And
See, that would be a great number to have, I think.
when he went to Orlando, he got drafted. He was a first overall pick too.
Oh,
When he
was
went
he?
to Orlando, somebody on the team already had his number, so he took 32. And now Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat he played for the Heat, which I had forgotten, but they both retired the number 32 in his honor.
Wow. So I wonder how many like professional basketball players have actually said, "Hey, my number is retired at multiple places."
I don't know. There's a good and bad. Like I like.
Jason's saying Larry Bird is 33.
Yeah.
So that may be our next show.
Of course it is. You don't think I already knew that?
You already knew it. You were already planning it.
I'm the biggest Larry Bird fan this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Larry
gonna
Bird's
bring
going
in
to get
something
priority. If
special,
there's
too, for
there
that
could be
show.
like Michael Jordan could be 32, but it doesn't, or 33. And
Like,
it doesn't matter. It's going to be Larry
I
Bird.
probably won't even look at anybody else.
There
to
was
number
nobody else on the
33.
list.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be all about Larry Bird, and
But I wonder how many have their number retired multiple places.
man, that's a good. I'd say there's some. But like Magic Johnson played most of his career when all of his career, I believe.
Oh, look, that's a search. That's a top priority search. How many NBA
Okay,
players
there you go.
have their number retired by multiple teams?
There you go. Good question. I'm gonna say there's several. Oh,
Wilt Chamberlain, Pete
we'll just say how many.
Maravich, and Shaquille O'Neal all have 3 teams.
Okay.
So who was the third team?
16.
You said it was the Heat.
Let me
and
see. Heat and Magic's all I had.
So that means
Did
they're
the
saying he's
Lakers-
got somebody else that's retired.
Well, no, I'm sorry. The Heat and Magic retired 32.
Oh, somebody retired a different
that's-
number.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say the Lakers probably retired. I think he was 34 for the Lakers because he won a championship with them.
2-team retirements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
It's
Kareem
showing-
Abdul-Jabbar, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, and Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan is retired at 2 teams, huh?
What's the other team? The Wizards.
I don't know. That's
He
what
played
I'm
for the
gonna-
Wizards, I would think.
It's got to be the Wizards then.
Or are they counting like college? I don't count college. Oh, I don't know.
Well, retired by the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat.
What? But he didn't play for the Heat.
That's weird. Was he an owner in the Heat?
Man, I don't think he played for the Heat. Yeah, no, he only played for the Bulls and the Wizards. All right,
Why is Michael Jordan retired? Number retired for the Heat?
because he was that good. They're like, we're not even going to let anybody wear 23 on our team. I bet that's what it is. There you
Retired
go. It
in
comes
Miami. The Miami Heat
As a
retired Michael
tribute.
Jordan's number 23 jersey in 2000, not because he played, but as a tribute to his legendary career.
Yep, told you.
Oh my gosh. You're so good. You're so good that you get your number retired on a team that you didn't even play
Play
on.
for. Yep, that's huge. That's like the GOAT. And that's
First
why
time a team retired a number that wasn't worn by a player who actually played
Yeah.
for that franchise.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
No, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I mean,
That's
he wasn't even affiliated with the Heat.
No. They
Pat
did it out of
Riley, the Heat's
respect.
president, just liked him.
Oh yeah. Because Jordan beat the pants off of him when Pat Riley coached the Knicks for years.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they had some good rivalries. Man, that's crazy.
That is insane. But, it's like, hey, now we're going to add, we wanted to add Michael Jordan to that list, right? So,
Yeah.
and he deserves to be on that list, but he's not played for enough teams to be on that list. I'm kind of surprised.
Who? Wait a minute.
He's only played for 2 teams.
Yeah.
Right? So, the Wizards, I'm
I would-
surprised the Wizards haven't retired his number.
They did.
He's only got 2 retired numbers.
Oh no, that's right. Heat and yeah. No, he didn't play long enough for the Wizards.
Oh, he
And
only
he
played.
did.
Well, he
And
played what, 2 seasons,
Yeah,
3
but
seasons?
he was washed. Like the Bulls,
He was
is where
washed up
won
at that point.
6. Yeah, and for me, honestly,
Oh, it was a comeback after years of being off, huh?
yeah,
So he had some retirement
back,
periods in
yeah.
between. Interesting. I didn't realize that.
yeah. We talked about it in the Michael Jordan episode.
Yeah, I think we did.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember a lot
Golly.
of things. I'm a terrible memory. I need the gong for that one too.
So
Gong.
yeah,
Or no, the
Boom shakalaka.
like what I like about Shaq, he played 19 years,
19 years.
Yeah. which is crazy.
Oh no, I opened too many tabs. I can't get my.
And that's what a lot of these guys on my list, like Karl Malone, played for 19 years for the Utah Jazz. All for the Utah Jazz. That's my favorite when they stay in one place. And then
LeBron is currently the league leader, holding 22 seasons.
yeah, nobody cares.
Other players with long careers. These are people I know. Kevin Garnett. I don't know Dirk Nowitzki.
Nowitzki.
Should I know Nowitzki?
Yeah, he played 21 years for the Mavericks. He was early 2000s.
And you
or
said
late 90s, actually.
who was it
maybe.
you just mentioned that played 19 years for the same team?
What's his name? Karl Malone, 1985 to 2004. Now
I think Karl Malone was in the NBA Jam
I
game,
take
wasn't
that
he?
back. Yeah, him and Stockton. Now he didn't play the whole time. He had a year or two with the Lakers at the end. I take that back. He played for the Lakers like a year or two, I think. But he played majority of his time.
Drafted by the Jazz.
Yeah, and he played there for, jeez,
Long time.
yeah, 18 years, and he played.
Yeah, because you just said that.
Yeah, yeah. So he was a 14-time All-Star.
He coached as an assistant coach for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, that's where he went to college. So, pretty cool.
He's from Summerfield, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. He owned a trucking company, I think. He owns a trucking company, I believe.
I wonder if there's any other famous people from Summerfield, Louisiana.
I don't know. That's probably a small town.
American football player Demetrius Bell
I don't know him.
played for the Buffalo
How many
Bills,
people
apparently.
live in that town? I mean, that's got to be tiny.
I'm looking for a population number here.
I mean, the buildings look like it's northern Louisiana.
Oh, it's unincorporated community, so you're not going to have a count.
That's like Gladeville.
Yeah, you're not going to have a count.
It was founded in 1868.
By W.R. Kennedy, whoever that is. Has a Baptist church that was founded in 1881 and the Methodist church 1876.
Oh boy, I bet they had
That's
some
what they're known
fights.
for right there.
Yeah.
The Baptist versus the Methodist.
Yeah. And that's probably all that's in the town.
And Demetrius Bell, let's see here,
I never heard of him.
played college at Northwestern State. Drafted in 2008 in the 7th round, 290. He was almost Mr. Irrelevant. 219th pick.
Oh, wow.
Played a long career, though. Played 08 to 11.
3 years, that's the average career of an NFL player.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious. It's 3 or 4 years now. It might have gone up, but I think the average career for NFL is 3 years. It used to be.
That's why you didn't know who he was. He's an offensive tackle.
Wow. He did the dirty work.
He did the dirty work that nobody pays any attention to.
That's right. 6'5", 311. God.
What is Northwestern State is the Demons.
Oh,
Reagan would know that one.
yeah.
Northwestern State Demons. I wonder what their mascot looks like, the demon.
I don't know. Thank you, Jason. He
Sorry,
says,
I didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole. again.
Jason says, nice hat. Thank you. I'll put in a quick plug. You can have one of these hats if you go to mikeandjrod.com. On our link tree, there's a store. There's hats, sweatshirts, coffee mugs like this one.
Oh, yeah. Mike and J. Rock
yeah.
coffee mug. He just looks like a devil. It's nothing impressive.
Yeah, no. We've seen better mascots in our time out.
Yeah, the monk is the best still.
Yeah, the
I
monk.
still think the monk is ranked up there.
Hey, Sean Hancock's in. Thanks for watching, Sean.
Glad to have you, Sean.
So let's see some other 32s. Bill Walton was 32, number 32. He got put in the Hall of Fame in '95. He's a two-time All-Star, NBA MVP in 1978. Kevin McHale, number 32. He played for the Celtics.
78, so he would have been before our time as well.
Yeah, that was the year we were born. No, you were born 77?
I was 77. Yeah.
Okay. You're just a wee little kid.
I was a wee diaper boy.
When Bill Walton.
I was a big ball. You know, did you know that I couldn't sit up? I was so fat. I was like this big round ball. They tried to sit me up.
Awesome.
And then when they sit me up,
He just
roll over.
Were you top heavy? Like your head was big too?
Like I couldn't crawl. I was so fat. Like I couldn't get down to the ground with the. So I just rolled around everywhere when I was a baby.
I like that.
I think I was like 11 pounds or something when I was born.
Good gosh.
Something crazy.
Refrigerator Perry?
He's a 32?
No, he's 72. But I swear I read and I may have dreamed this, but I swear I read that he weighed like 13, I wanted to say 20, but I don't think, 13 pounds when he was born.
You're kidding me.
They said look up and see.
That's got to be a painful birth. They're going to have to cut him out.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure, I remember reading somewhere, when he was during his time as a kid, I swear they said he was.
How much did Refrigerator Perry weigh at birth? That's a Google search. More than 13 pounds.
AI has him at 15 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
I bet he couldn't crawl either. He was so fat. You're in rarefied air. You and Refrigerator Perry.
Rarefied air. Me in the fridge.
Yeah.
Me in the fridge. I'm trying to keep up with him too, so.
Like you got your own baby in there.
Got me a baby going on over here. It's all this sweet coffee that I'm drinking.
Man, that's good too.
I don't know. I think I'm losing a little bit of weight doing all this sawmilling, being outside. Sawmilling.
That's good. Well, summertime, as it starts to warm up, I'll lose some weight just from yard work.
Let me lose a little bit from actually doing something.
That's right. NFL, Jim Brown was number 32.
Jim Brown.
Could have made him, you could have made him, he's another one that could have been the Jim Brown show. He played only 9 years, from 57 to 65. Inducted in the Hall of Fame in 71. He was a 3-time MVP, 9-time Pro Bowl. Made the Pro Bowl every year he was there.
That was a different era of NFL football.
So
Did he even get a paycheck? Did they even get paychecks back then?
Yeah. No, it wasn't much, but he went on to have a big career and everything else. But in the 9 seasons he played in the NFL.
College at Syracuse, huh?
Yeah. The 9 seasons he played.
Oh, he was a first round.
Yes.
No, that's awesome.
Where are you at? Oh, I don't think I said that.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Yeah. 30 years old when he retired from the NFL.
Wow, he played for a long time.
No, he played 9 years. He was 30 years old when he retired. How was that long?
No, 9 years. You said the average NFL player is 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not long? I mean, maybe it was time. The time was different back then. Maybe back then people played for longer.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't have as many people coming into the league.
12,000 rushing yards.
Yeah. So the 9 years he played, I was trying to get to this point. He led the league 8 years in rushing of the 9 years he was there.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
he
I
was
thought
a beast.
Yeah, he was. And they said he could have played, because 30s, he could have played like 5-6 more years. Probably.
Wow. I don't have any perspective. Like, I'm trying to think of, when I think about players that are playing, like how old they are in the NFL. I just don't.
I think like 33 to 35 starts to get old for NFL. Of course, like Tom Brady, he played to 44? Peyton Manning played to 39 or 40, and that's unheard. Those are older. Like that's.
Well, in quarterback, you last longer, right? You can handle it more.
Yeah, As long as you got a good line and then you're smart, like throw the ball away, don't take hits and stuff. Yeah, you can last a little longer.
I'd say
Kickers,
running
too.
backs, kickers. Yeah, the kickers.
Our favorite.
Kickers. Who was that school that we thought was the kicker franchise school? Was it Buffalo, where they recruited the kicker
yeah,
from?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I picture running backs and fullbacks and halfbacks, and I mean those guys are taking a beating every play that they run.
Yeah.
I mean that's a
tight ends, like offensive linemen, they'll play a long time, but they also can get cut short quick.
one injury.
Somebody roll up on their ankle,
Yep.
a knee mess up.
Yep.
But Jim Brown went on to be an actor. Did you know that?
No.
Man,
You're loving Jim Brown.
yeah, and I remember seeing him and stuff. So I didn't
You remember
realize
seeing him?
in shows and movies. Like he was in an episode of Knight Rider.
Holy mackerel!
He was in an episode of the A-Team. He was in the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker,
I'm gonna get you,
which
sucker.
was a funny movie. He was in.
That was the name of the movie. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah, you never seen that? Dude, that was a great movie. And then,
Oh, he was in Chips.
yeah, he was
The
in the episodes.
A-Team.
Yeah, that's what I said. Man.
Wow. I'm
You're gonna
sorry.
start-
I got obsessed with I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah. He was in Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm trying to remember that one.
Original Gangster, Mars Attacks. I mean, he went on. He had a good acting career.
I just can't get over I'm gonna get you,
You
sucker.
should watch this. It's so
I'm
funny,
gonna get
dude.
you, sucker.
Yeah, it's a funny movie. Who directed it? Oh yeah,
1988.
Keenan Wayans. It's the Wayans.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny. You should watch it. It's if you hadn't seen it. It's
Keenan was
funny.
popping stuff off in 1988, huh?
I didn't know that he was that early.
Oh, and he played Jack Spade in it.
Yeah,
So he directed it, wrote it, and played the main
Yeah.
character.
yeah. And I like that. You see, it's
It's tough to be a black hero. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
it's funny, man. It is a funny movie.
That's gonna be my homework for the weekend. Chris Rock was in it. Good Lord, some big names in this thing, man.
Of course, Damon Wayans, John Witherspoon, that was in the Fridays, the dad.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't know John Witherspoon's name, but I see his face. I'm like,
you know
I know who that is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, yeah.
Oh, and John Vernon. Yeah, I know who he is too.
Yeah, it was
When I see the faces, I'm not really good with remembering actors and actresses' names. There's Jim Brown was one of the lead roles in it, huh?
yeah.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
You know, Shaquille O'Neal was in some movies.
The Shaq Daddy?
He played a genie, I think. I can't
Oh,
remember
yeah,
the
he was
movie.
the genie in,
Kazam or something.
Oh no, wasn't he the genie in like? I know, I'm thinking of Will Smith. Yeah, it was in Shazam.
Shazam, yeah, that was it, right?
think that was
What'd
it.
I say?
You were right. I think you were right.
I think I said
I
Kazam.
opened too many windows now. I can't get the answers. Google, come on, Google. Keep up,
Let's
keep up.
see. So Jim Brown, let's see, Marcus Island, and
Google was too excited about I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I know it. Yeah, I want to know what you think about that. What I remember, it's been a long time since I watched it, but it was funny.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Friday in a way, the way you describe it. Different format.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why you say that, but yeah, but obviously a different plot. He's a hero, like he fights crime.
You could say that that beating up Debo is being a hero.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sinbad was a genie. What? I thought.
I thought Shaq Daddy was a genie too in a show, but maybe I was missing it.
I think he was.
Sinbad was a genie in one too. I thought.
There's been a lot of genie.
A lot of
movies.
genies.
I'm pretty sure Shaquille O'Neal was a genie too.
Let's see, media personality. The Big Leprechaun. What the?
I don't know.
What is this? Oh, this is the names he's called himself.
Yeah, I can
The
imagine.
Big
yeah.
Aristotle.
Yeah.
Hobo Master. The Diesel, Shaq Fu, the Big Daddy, Superman, the Big Agave, the Big Cactus,
Yeah, he's
the Big
a lot of stuff.
Shactus, the Big Galactus. That sounds like...
The big,
Here he is, the Shack Daddy,
Yeah.
the Big Cactus, the Big Shactus, the Big Galactus,
But look,
the
nobody-
Shakovich.
but you gotta look reference like he's the only one that actually called him all those things. Nobody else really did. It was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce
I swear he played in some Shazam.
the Diesel, Shaq Fu, the Big Agave, the Big Cactus, the Big Shactus,
Yeah.
the Big Galactus, the Shakovich, Shaq O'Neal.
Yeah, that's a lot of names. That almost sounds like a wrestler. You introduced him like he was
Yeah, it's
coming
like,
to the ring.
like he's coming into the ring. It's the Bob Wire fight. Bob Wire wrestling with Shaq Daddy. That would be a money, wouldn't it?
Dude, you need to think about announcing wrestlers.
He needs to do that.
No, you
Oh,
need to.
yeah.
That's a good. You get that deep voice going.
Yeah.
I like that.
What was it? LBK? Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. Yeah. He wrestled
one
in
and
Greenville
only.
the other night too.
all of you get excited. Here he comes. LBK.
Oh man. Let's see.
That would be fun. Maybe I should start doing
I
that on
know.
Friday nights when I'm not doing a show.
You got a face for radio. I mean a voice for radio. Let's see. Man, there's
Green Hills High School Auxiliary Gym 6th grade AAU, huh?
basketball. That's where Sean's watching from. His son plays AAU basketball.
Man,
That goes to last week.
it's hardcore, baby.
You can watch us anywhere.
That's a hardcore fan right there.
Yeah, and he's the one that watched us from the dugout the other night.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you, Sean. He will watch anywhere.
Hardcore fan.
You never know where he's going to watch us. He's like, oh, it's Thursday or Friday, 7 o'clock.
Hey, I'm watching from the toilet at Green Hills High School. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, let's see here. So, MLB number 32, Sandy Koufax. This is for our older viewers.
But wait a second. I still want to know what he was
Oh.
in. I got distracted by
you get
the crazy
sidetracked
list of names.
and I move on. I can't sit there with
Where's
you.
where's his shows? His
Put in Shazam, acting right there. You just passed acting.
It was Kazam.
Kazam, there we go. And he was a genie.
He was a genie. He
So
was
what
a genie.
movie was Sinbad?
Did we watch
genie.
Kazam? Have I watched Kazam? I don't know if I have watched that.
You and I never watched it together, no.
Well, I know we haven't. A musical fantasy comedy film.
Yeah.
If you describe a film, my film is a musical fantasy comedy film.
And I think, it was a kid movie.
Yeah, that's probably why I've never seen it. You said which one was Sinbad in?
Sinbad. And I do remember,
I thought he was one too.
I think he was.
Sinbad Genie. How about that? Let's try that. Many recall a movie called Shazam starring Sinbad as a genie. It's not a real film.
Really?
There's a widespread misconception that Sinbad starred in a 90s family movie as a genie. This likely stems from a popular urban legend or a Mandela effect, where people have a strong shared
my
false
gosh.
memory. The actual movie starring a celebrity as a genie in the 1990s is Kazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal. Wow.
My gosh, that is crazy. Because
That
I thought
is
it
weird.
was. So it's an urban legend.
I've never heard of
That's
a
what
shared
yeah.
false memory. The Mandela effect. Interesting.
My gosh.
Mandela effect.
Dude, that is crazy.
And when I look up Mandela effect, they say Genie movie. Like the search actually says
But
Mandela
look,
effect
in
Genie
my
movie.
head, I can picture Sinbad. Do you not have it, like, when you think of it, did you have, like, a picture of
You
Sinbad?
know what's really happening is the man out there has said, hey, yes, Sinbad never played as a genie in a movie.
Trying to erase our memories of it? But I swear I could picture him as a genie. But
You got me,
are
man.
you telling me I didn't ever see this picture?
You got me. Apparently not.
Man. Dude,
The most
that's
well-known
crazy.
example is the widespread belief that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s when he actually died in 2013.
So that's why it's called the Mandela. Huh.
Many people remember Darth Vader's iconic line in Star Wars as Luke, I am your father, when the actual Luke line is, no, I am your father.
Oh. I always said Luke.
And a common Mandela effect is the false memory of Mr. Monopoly wearing a monocle. What?
Before you look it up, did you think he wore a monocle?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, look at here.
Now,
does.
wait a second.
No,
There
he
is one.
does. Yeah,
There is
yeah,
one
yeah.
where he does.
Yeah.
But I think all of the images,
I'm going to go home tonight and look at my
Look at
Monopoly
this.
boards.
the original one does not. Wow. Wow.
It doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Tonight I'm going to go home and look at my Monopoly boards and see.
Oh my goodness. Wow. And you know, I do picture.
Hey,
But see, that's the theory for the Monopoly Man's monocle.
That's the theory, yeah.
Somebody actually created one saying, "Oh yeah, that's the oh my gosh."
Mr. Peanut wore a monocle, though. The Planter's Peanut Man.
Yep. Wow.
I always thought he had a monocle, too.
Wow. This is fascinating. The Mandela effect.
Yeah. My gosh.
And it's based off the fact that people thought Nelson Mandela died in the 80s.
Yeah. Towns, thank you. He's watching from West Tennessee at a baseball.
Just
See?
like, yeah, y'all are learning.
Yep.
Everybody's watching from baseball games.
Yeah, baseball, basketball. That's the thing about our show live. You can
You can
turn
watch
it on
anywhere,
wherever
even
you're
in
at.
China.
Yep.
Even in China.
Because we
China.
have a following there.
Actually, we might be banned in China.
Yeah.
We're too capitalist. We're those capitalist pigs.
You never know. Would that be crazy?
Because we're talking about money.
Well, look. What if, though, there is
Commies
like,
don't like us.
There's like a house where there like 10 or 12 people get together on Thursday and Friday nights and watch our show in China.
It's like
They're
the
like, man,
secret. It's like we just had church service. Now let's watch the Mike
Yeah.
and Jrod show.
Yeah. I'm gonna Mandela affect that. 10 years from now, people are gonna go, you remember that little Mike and J-Rod show? There was like a household in China where they would gather and watch it every
We're
Thursday.
gonna create a Mandela story. Oh, but I bet the audience likes that though. Oh yeah, see,
Yeah,
they
do,
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They love that.
The real imaginary audience.
They
Thank
love
y'all
that.
for showing up tonight.
That's right. They love that. Yeah, that's funny.
Paying the ticket to get in.
Yeah, so I'm just this Mandela effect thing just fascinates me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Memory reconstruction can sometimes lead to the creation of inaccurate or distorted memories. Shared experiences and conversations can inadvertently reinforce false memories within a group. Our brains are prone to certain cognitive biases. So we have a cognitive bias that Sinbad.
I'm biased that Sinbad was a genie. Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Hey, Sinbad was a genie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man, that's pretty crazy.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting, though. And I still am blown away by Mr. Monopoly not having a monocle.
I always thought he did too.
I'm just blown away by it. And you know what's crazy is like we just sat here and connected Kazam with Shazam
Yeah.
and Shaq with Sinbad.
Yeah.
That is insane. That is insane. I mean, I hope that the internet is not trying to corrupt us by telling us lies. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
Because my
right.
memory is too dependent
No,
upon Google at this
yeah,
point, right?
yeah.
So,
But, and I forgot, Shaquille O'Neal was in Blue Chips. Basketball movie. Oh,
I'm sorry. Wait a second.
Yeah.
O'Neal starred in Shaq Fu,
the game, yeah.
a fighting game for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Shaq Fu?
No, I think I remember hearing he had a game, but I never played it.
Huh. I wonder what the screenshots look like on Shaq Fu. Oh, it looks like
Looks like Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yep, except it's Shaquille O'Neal. It's Mortal Kombat for Shaquille O'Neal. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
An unlockable character in Delta Force Black Hawk Down. I'm gonna have to play that game now.
Yeah, you can. Dude,
So I can unlock Shaquille O'Neal as my character. I'll fight as Shaquille O'Neal, and
Yeah.
that's pretty insane.
But
I mean, Shaq Daddy is like, he's done a lot of stuff.
oh,
man.
and all the companies like he's a
Shaq was in the Lego movie. Was he in the Lego movie
the
as
Lego
Shaq?
movie.
Huh?
Yeah. No, was he Ash? He was a voice, I would say.
I don't see his name.
Is that the one with Will Ferrell?
Yes. Yeah. Chris Pratt and Will Ferrell's in it. What was Shaq in it though? Like he must not have been a main character.
No.
Like he just had to be like a.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal portrays a Lego version of himself
Oh, okay. It must have been like a
as a
quick-
master builder alongside 2 generic members of the 2002 NBA All-Stars.
Oh, okay.
So
Not
I
a
guess
big-
the NBA All-Stars show up somewhere in the movie. I don't remember that
I don't
part of the
either.
movie.
I don't
I've
either.
seen the movie. Have you've seen the movie?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
That's the one where Batman's in it too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Lego
yeah.
Batman?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a
Anything
great
with Lego
movie.
Batman is on the top of my list.
Yeah. It's a funny movie.
Have you seen Lego Batman?
No.
Oh, it's going to compete. It's going to compete with what was the movie you were telling me to watch?
I'm gonna get you.
I'm going to
sucker.
get you, sucker. Yeah, Lego Batman competes.
Really?
Oh
I think
my
that's
god!
two different.
Oh no,
comedy.
but it is so funny.
Really?
Oh, Lego Batman is like laugh out loud funny.
Is it as good as the Lego movie?
Better. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll try it.
I don't know if my kids are on, but they will all probably agree with me.
Really?
Oh, there's so many quips in it, and I mean just
Was Will Ferrell in it though?
the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah. Is he part of that?
He might have
I
been.
find that hard to believe it'd be better than the Lego movie. I'm gonna try it though. I'll watch it. 2017.
It was a 2017 movie. Let's see who the big stars were.
Oh, Will Arnett, Zach Galifianakis. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Cera. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
All right.
very, very funny.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's very funny. And I'm trying to remember, like some of my favorite parts. Like there's an exchange between Batman and the Joker that's just really good. Oh, I didn't realize that Michael Cera was Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's funny and
He is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's funny in that movie too.
yeah. No, it's got some good.
Some big names in there.
Yeah.
Directed by Chris McKay, huh? Just very funny. There's a like a meme video, like a TikTok style short, where the Batmans are all standing around, and then he shows up, and they're like, "You weren't a Batman." Yes, I was. I was Lego Batman, the greatest Batman. They're like, "That's not a real Batman."
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was the
Yeah.
greatest Batman.
Is that Will Arnett does his voice?
Let's see. I'm trying
I
to
feel
remember.
like it is. I don't
I think it
know.
was.
Yeah.
I think that's who it was. But yeah, I mean, that is hilarious. Yeah, Will Arnett. Yep. Yeah, it was Will Arnett that walks up.
Yeah.
So all the major actors that have played Batman were all standing there across from the guy who played Superman. And
Yeah.
somebody, who was it? I think maybe Jack Black was standing there. He's like, "Do you guys realize that this is Superman and Batman?" And they're like, "Yes, yes, yes." And then the other guy walks up, "Yeah, I'm Batman
Yeah.
too. And I'm Batman." Oh, what is it? The
Yeah.
He She. Have you ever seen He She?
No.
Okay, that's
He She.
another one. Yep. So it's how it should have ended. And so like there's
man, you're a Batman nerd, aren't you?
so the He She, it's hard to really describe He She, not necessarily.
I'm gonna go on and be honest.
So He She, the running joke is every time anybody says anything, Batman goes, "And I'm Batman."
Oh,
Because I'm Batman.
Yeah.
It's just, but you have to watch it to really
know
get
if
it.
I can get into
it's
that.
Superman and Batman sitting in a cafe,
And they're just talking.
and they just trash talk each other. Mm-hmm. And then in one of the episodes, like,
Look at all the Batman.
it's just they're so funny. Like, it's hard to describe how funny they are. But in one of the episodes, all the Marvel characters come on with Superman and Batman.
Oh.
And Superman and Batman are talking about how great they are and how powerful they are. And then all the Marvel characters are sitting there and they go, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you because of all the box office money." I'm sorry. It's funnier in the.
Yeah.
I'm not as funny as the he/she is. We'll watch a he/she. We'll watch that he/she together after the show.
Yeah, I have to see
eat up.
one.
Hey, see Jim Bright. I'm Batman. See Jim Bright knows.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
He said it was good. Lego Batman was good.
Oh, it's hilarious. Hilarious.
I'll watch that now. I can't promise you I'll get into the.
Well, we'll do one. We'll do
shows.
one of the best he/she episodes, and
Yeah.
then maybe you'll change your mind. It's very very funny.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get into that one.
But that just blows my mind though that Shaq was in the Lego Movie, and I don't remember that. He
It
was in
had
a
to-
lot of stuff.
I
man.
think you're getting hung. I bet it wasn't like.
It was like
small
just a little
cameo.
boom,
Yeah, because I don't
popped in.
remember it, and I've seen it a couple times. I've watched it a few times.
He was in X-Men. Like, he was in so many things.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think he turns anything down. Any idea they come to him with, he'll take part
Sports
in it.
Center commercial dressed in his Miami police uniform rescuing Mike the Tiger from a tree. What
Yeah,
the?
I don't know.
This is like the ultimate rabbit hole is Shaq Daddy.
Yeah, we gotta get you out of it. Because I'm telling you, Shaquille O'Neal. Like, I bet if we asked,
We could
him,
do a whole episode on
no.
Shaquille O'Neal.
If we, he might. He's one that doesn't turn nothing down. If we get a chance, we should ask him to come on the show. If you ever meet him, say, "I do a little show. Would you come on?" And there's a chance. I bet we got a better chance of getting him than
Anybody else?
my neighbor down the street or something. You know what I mean? Like,
The Shaq Daddy would just make an appearance. Oh yeah, we'll do it. Whatever
think-
you want, Shaq. If you
if
just
I
come
ever-
on and say hi, that's all
if
you need
I
to
ever
do.
meet Shaquille O'Neal, I will offer him to come. I'll ask
Well, Jason said he met him and he saw his belly button.
him. I'll be like, man, we got a guy that's.
He says he saw your belly
Yeah.
button. Oh boy,
Yeah. So let's see. Moving
I love
on.
our time together. I
I
love
know
our
it's
time
fun.
together. So this
let's
started
talk
out
a
with
little-
Magic Johnson. So is there anybody
Yeah.
else on your list that we need to
Oh,
talk about, or
We can kind of. There's, like I said, 32.
There's so many.
So many 32s. There's NHL and rugby guys, but we won't get into that. Well, we can. The one hockey guy was Claude Lemieux.
Lemieux?
He played 21 seasons.
Wow. Who did
And,
he? Did he play for the same team?
No, played for, I think it was like 6 different teams. But he won 4 Stanley Cups with 2 different teams, the Avalanche and the New Jersey Devils, I believe.
Oh wow, it's the weird spelling Lemieux.
No, Claude. Yeah, Claude, not Todd.
Oh, I spelled it right.
And
I got the wrong
he
name.
is not related to Mario Lemieux. Great.
Oh, shocker! Guess what? He's a Canadian.
Oh, yeah. with
All
a-
hockey players are Canadian. That's
Yeah.
the ongoing joke, right?
Yeah. With a name like Lemieux.
Lemieux.
But yeah, he played.
Montreal, New Jersey, Colorado, Phoenix, Dallas. Who is EV?
I'd say overseas, or like probably,
Zug, Switzerland.
yeah, hockey league over there. But
Interesting.
and then obviously, if we mention hockey, we got to mention their brother, rugby.
I know you just won't let that go. Will
No, this show, it goes together. We're not going to mention one without. I would feel bad
you?
if I
Like 2
talked
peas
about,
in a pod.
Yep, that's right. Peanut butter and jelly. So rugby.
Well, before we leave this,
Yeah, say
this is something very special. Lemieux took part in the 2nd season in Spike TV's television show Pros versus Joes,
Have you
baby.
ever watched that?
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it now though.
it's a fun show. It was
Pros
the whole
versus
concept.
Joes.
Yeah, the whole concept is, you know how you're like, oh, I could play that or I could do that. So they'll take pros and guys that think they could play in the pros, and they'll put them against each other in different like three different competitions.
Did anybody ever win that was like the average Joe?
Like a Joe, I can't remember. It wasn't on long, I don't think. I don't know how many seasons they had.
What kind of name is that? Petros Papadakis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Papadakis.
And it was on like, it wasn't on a main network.
Wow, it was hosted by Michael Strahan.
It's a great, and Jay Glazer. It's a great concept. I liked it. I want to say at one time, a Joe did win something, but I can't remember.
Repeats can currently be seen on El Rey Network.
Where are you going to find that at?
Where do you watch El Rey Network?
El Segundo.
El Segundo. El Rey Network is out of Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow. Launched in 2013.
Its picture format is 1080i. It's HD, baby.
All right, there you go. Yeah, so
Still don't know where you're going to watch it, but okay.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you can find it, let us know.
One of two ethnic outlets. El Rey. Never seen El Rey. Pros versus Joes. I'm going to have to watch the episode of Pros versus Joes.
It's a good concept. It's fun.
Oh, man, there was a lot of big names in it, too.
And look, so the pros that would come on there, they took it personal that these guys thought, oh, I can compete with you.
Oh, so they were trying to smoke them.
Oh, they would rough them up, dude. They didn't, yeah.
Misty May was on it.
Yeah. They didn't let up or go easy on them. And they'd talk trash. I mean, they would trash talk them. Man, he was on 4 seasons, or was it?
This is season 2. Season 3. Yep.
There you go.
The 4th season was the All-Stars.
Oh, I bet they brought some guys back.
Sean Kemp.
And what's funny is like these guys, so like the Joes.
Rain Man. Sean Kemp was nicknamed Rain Man, huh?
The Joes would be younger, right? And like you see all those pros, they're already all older.
Wow, Steve McNair was on it.
Wow.
Air McNair, baby.
I'd have to watch that episode. No, it's a cool show.
Alonzo Mourning was on there. Man, these are some huge names.
Yeah. But see, they got
Pac-Man was on there.
Yeah, they would get guys that were older or retired, and then the Joes would be younger to try to like.
Younger, hungrier.
Well, no, younger as just trying to give them any advantage because they knew even the older retired pros are going to smoke. Like, they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
They're just that much better.
They're that good. Yeah. I mean, if you've made it to the pro level within your sport, you're that good.
Yeah.
So it went from 06 to 2010, huh?
Yep. There you go. I didn't realize. I'm gonna go. I'll go back to look and see McNair's episode. I'd like to see that what he did. I didn't realize he was on it.
Lemieux.
But then, so we got him, and then the rugby player.
Okay, give me the rugby player.
Very surprising.
Give me the unknown person I've never heard of.
Jonah Lomu. Lomu.
Oh, he's like he shows up in Search Serious though.
Oh.
Dude, he is buff.
He was regarded as one of the greatest rugby players to play.
He is stout.
He passed away at 40. I don't know. I didn't look up what, but he is widely regarded as one of the greatest players to ever play rugby.
I've kept all these windows open for all the topics that I wanted to talk about. We're just talking craziness.
Well, we'll get to it right after this if you want to. They consider him the first true global superstar of rugby.
Global superstar.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he shows up right in Search.
Right, yeah. Like it didn't take you long. He was
the top name in Search. You put in Noah or Jonah.
Yeah.
And he comes up.
I wouldn't mess with him. Him or Claude Lemieux.
Yeah. Jonah.
But, so yeah. And now, when it comes.
It shows up Jonah Lemieux died.
Yeah.
He's above Jonah Hill, the actor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, when you're considered one of the greatest rugby players of all time.
I mean, globally, right? I mean, we don't have a huge rugby presence here, but
no.
New Zealand, huh?
I mean, that would be like Michael Jordan, right?
Died in 2015 at the age of, you
Like-
said 40. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right now, there's two guys doing a show in Portugal going, Jordan's one of the best basketball players ever.
And everybody in Portugal's like, who's Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, is basketball big in Portugal?
Actually, it is.
It is.
I was trying to think of a country, right, and I didn't think of a good one that.
So I put, is basketball big in Japan, China, Serbia, Europe, India, Indiana? I'd say it's big in Indiana. Like, why are you even asking that question?
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. He loves the show. Keep it up. I'd say he's probably got somewhere to go. Thank you for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
Yeah,
Glad to have you, my friend.
that's right. Yeah.
Auckland, New Zealand. Went to Wesley College.
Yeah. And like I told you, we've talked about before, New Zealand's like one of the
Oh,
best
wait a
rugby
second.
countries.
He has two notable relatives. They're cousins. I bet you money I know why they're notable. Because they play rugby. Wasn't that a trend? Like the last famous rugby player, like everybody in their family played rugby?
Yeah.
It's like the legacy of the family is that they play rugby, right? So
Yeah, if anybody plays rugby in your family, you're going to play rugby too.
it's like just in your genetics.
And
somebody
if you
play-
live in New Zealand, I think like you're born
You're
with a
born to play rugby.
Yeah, you're born with a, do they call it a rugby ball? I don't know what they call it.
I don't know. All I know about rugby is scrum. The word
Yeah.
scrum. What is the ball called in rugby?
Well, if it just says ball.
Rugby ball.
Oh man.
It's just called ball.
Yeah.
What is the ball called in rugby? It's just called ball.
ball? Yeah. That's good.
Well, rugby. We're going to learn a lot about rugby thanks to
Yeah, we're
your
gonna
peas
be-
in a pod philosophy
Hockey,
here.
yeah. So hockey led us to rugby somehow.
The Marseille Vitrolles was his last team.
Huh.
The Vitrolles. That was his senior career.
Well,
What's the difference between a senior career and an international career?
maybe you're like over 55. No, I don't know. Senior, probably like the highest level, maybe over there.
The New Zealand Barbarians.
Shoosh. That tells you they're mean. If you're called barbarians, man.
And their mascots are sheep.
I wouldn't laugh at them to their face, though. I can tell you right now, I ain't messing with rugby or hockey.
You're not going to mess with the
Yeah.
sheep barbarians.
Hey, I love your cute little sheep. You just keep them with
You
you.
just keep your little sheep.
Yeah, well, they look mean.
Yeah, they look like some mean sheep.
I ain't messing with those sheep.
I mean, you've got some mean sheep. Speaking of, that was the thing you were going to tell me about today. Was
I
you were
got
supposed
some-
to tell me the names of your pigs and your sheep.
I got some dumb sheep, not mean.
Dumb.
Oh, he's still watching.
So the sheep. What are the names that you said? I think you revealed one was Nancy, but that's the pig.
Yeah, so
Is that the pig you posted on your social? Was Nancy?
Yeah, so Nancy's my
Nancy's
buddy.
your best friend.
Yeah, she is. I'll let her out. Like, so if I'm in the yard working or doing stuff out, or like my back patio, I have a TV and I watch TV outside. I'll let her out and she'll come. She'll come hang out and graze in the yard. I'll let her roam around for a while.
Did you post that on Facebook? You did, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So last Saturday night, I was sitting outside watching, and I brought her food around because she is getting older, and sometimes she used to be the one that no one would mess with when it came to food, but now the other pig and my two sheep, they will run her off for food sometimes. So I'll bring her pan outside the fence sometimes. And Saturday night, I was like, oh, I'll just bring her food over while I was watching the baseball game. And she hung out and ate and watched baseball with me, the Vandy baseball game.
She was your friend.
There you go. Yeah. And dude, she would sit right, she just stands there, eats her food, grazes around. It was a great Saturday night. I had a beer.
Great Saturday night.
Hung out with Nancy.
There's Nancy.
Yeah.
Want to make sure all our fans got to see
There
Nancy.
you go. And watch Vandy baseball.
Nancy makes us celebrities.
That's right. Look at Precious Nancy.
Look at Precious.
Matter of fact, I got her from Sean that watches our show and watches us from different locations. He gave her to me.
Wow. What a small world. Okay, so Nancy, and then you've got another pig too, though, right?
Yeah, so the other pig is Stephanie.
Stephanie. You got a bunch of girlfriends.
Yeah, they're all girls. And then I got the two sheep. One is Christina, and you can't have Christina without Brittany, the pop star. So
yeah, that was going to be my next question. Are they named after people that you know?
So Brittany was already named when we got her. She was the mama sheep, but the other sheep.
I'm assuming she was named after the Brittany.
No, she was named after her owner was Brittany.
Her owner named her Brittany?
I guess. And then we were like, well, you can't have, we were like, well, we got to have a Christina. So we named the other sheep Christina. And then Nancy was already named when we got her, the pig. And then Stephanie, we got her and we let Moxie name her. And I don't know, we told Moxie, we're like, what would you like to name her? And at the time, Moxie was like 8 years old. And she was taking lessons she's now the head coach at Cumberland softball, and her name is Coach Stephanie.
So she named her after Coach Stephanie.
Yeah, and I was like, you might not want to tell her.
Yeah, don't tell Coach Stephanie you just named your pig after her.
Yeah. But we were like, well, it is a cute pig, though. But I'm still not sure you want to be named after a pig.
It's a cute pig.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's a cute pig.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's my...
it's okay. Be named after a pig. It's a cute pig.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
It's a cute pig. That's all that matters.
But Stephanie has grown into a big
pig now.
Oh, monster.
Is that the one that was dragging the belly that you said, I got to feed him less because I'm feeding him too much?
They both will.
Oh, both of them were dragging bellies.
Yeah, and Nancy, like, I think I think with spring and stuff's growing out there, and then the wintertime, I try to make sure I give them some corn about every day or every other day.
Give them extra bonus.
But I think they're getting plenty out there now, and today I was like, I ain't feeding them today.
Yeah, because you said you don't have to cut the area that they feed in.
No. And
that's where the pigs feed and the sheep feed, right?
Yeah,
they both feed the same.
And so this year, and we're getting off topic, but I'm proud. I sowed back in like late February. I sowed a bunch of clover out there, a mix, and because I was like, I got to get something out there.
Oh, they were eating it all up.
Yeah. And
I thought you were talking about making it a bigger space too.
I have talked about adding more fence, but
it takes time, effort, and money.
Yeah, it does. But like I said, I think it was you. Maybe it was somebody else I was telling. Like, Moxie and Mandy always want to add another animal, and I'm like,
I can't.
Yeah, they're eating.
Not big enough.
The 4 are eating it up, and then about a month ago, I said, hey, I gave them the opportunity. I said, thinking about fencing in the back. And what my idea was, if I fenced the backyard, the back of my property.
What kind of fences you got?
It'd be like your farm fence, the little square to keep
the wooden.
No. Well, wooden
I could cut some stick for you.
Yeah, I know. If I
get
ever
a free
did,
fence out of it.
Yeah. Well, not a free fence, but close to it. Free
posts. Why would it be free?
Free posts. I gotta buy the fence.
No, you just do the ones that you cut the hole and stick it in there.
What? No. You gotta to keep them in. Though, it's got to be your farm fence that has.
Oh, it's got to be like cattle panel type.
Yeah. No, it's got to be.
Because otherwise, they'll just crawl underneath.
Yeah. And the sheep, there's no telling. They would. I'd never seen them. They're too dumb to come back home. Nancy and Stephanie, they know. They're smart.
So you'd have to buy panels.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we got out back.
Yes.
Cattle panels.
Yeah. So.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, we got to have the cattle panels, and we got to have the chicken wire because the chickens will get away.
Chickens, yeah. But
so Jim says there's a TikTok video of a stud rugby player running through people just wide open.
Oh,
that makes me think of what was that? Those videos we were watching, Crumb or Cram.
Yeah, yeah.
Like TikTok video of the rugby player. Cram.
So, and Jim, that's a few, I don't know how many episodes ago, we talked about rugby players and hockey players and who was tougher. And
That was a good episode.
And and the rugby, like some of the videos, they
got a little aggressive in some of the videos because I think we talked a little about some stuff that maybe was a little
and
bit intense.
the rugby guys though are crazy. Well, I think hockey players are too. We've talked about it, but like rugby players are
they're
just
beasts.
tough.
And some of those videos we pulled up just random were like, I mean, they looked crazy.
And they had crazy
insane,
eyes when they were
wild.
getting into each other's face. They had the crazy eyes for sure.
Yeah, Jason. So we do actually. We have the chickens are covered. It's a pin that's covered
Yeah,
with
the
chicken
hawks
wire
will
at the
get 'em.
top. And actually, my wife actually put chicken wire under the ground too. So like, they can't even dig underneath the fence. There's so much chicken wire. So we're all about protecting. She got fancy chickens. So I think we talked about the fancy chickens with
Get
Pat
some
Hanatar.
fancy egg. Yeah.
But there's going to be some different colored eggs, like Easter egger and I don't know.
You don't
olive
even have to
egger.
color your own eggs. They come out colored.
They come out colored. Come out the butt colored. They taste the same though.
That's
Taste
all
the
that
same.
matters.
Throw on some of that spicy salt and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to get some of that spicy salt out and have something good.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we haven't even gotten to talk about the
I know
subject
there was
matter
a
that I
topic
was like.
we were going to bring it up, and we still can briefly if you want to.
We're burning through some time, man. I
Yeah,
didn't realize
it's been a good show.
Man, we just
Kind of rambled.
It's a Friday night. We ain't got to work tomorrow.
Just kind of
so
hanging out.
feeling a little bit. But I mean, that's part of the reason why my computer screens are freezing up because I got so many windows of stuff I want to talk about. Come in thinking I want to talk about things, and then we didn't even talk about it.
Which one you want to bring up? We can touch on a little bit.
I was watching or listening to another podcast. I'm not gonna. Hey, Amanda, glad to have you. Listened to another podcast, and they were talking about SEC football coaches, and I just I went off the handle because, and you haven't seen these yet.
No, and also I think it's been a little bit. I think you're kind of missing college football.
Oh yeah, so I'm feeling that
And
college football fire.
We haven't really talked about it here lately, so we're gonna have a little
feeling that college football burn, baby.
Yeah.
Got that college football burn going, man.
We'll have a little segment here where we bring up some college football.
Get me back into the mode. Big Mario mode, baby.
Oh, we'll have to keep that in mind. Jim says Friday night is better.
Yeah, we've had hit or miss on Fridays.
Yeah. Tonight has been a good night, though, I'll say.
Thursdays have been really successful for us. Fridays have been kind of slow typically, but
it's going to be both. We'll have it both nights.
We mix it up.
We claim Thursday nights just so we can have some normal
We can have date nights on Friday. Where are our dates tonight?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Jrod and Michael date night.
And then this week, Michael went to see the Metallica concert with some friends, and they had a good time doing that.
It was cool.
But sad T-Bone didn't enjoy it. Did you talk to T-Bone about the show? He need to be back on the show.
No, I bet he's sleeping.
He's got that new job.
He has to get up. He had to get back up. He left the house at 5:30, and we didn't get home till midnight.
Oh wow! Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the things that got me fired up. I mean, but that SEC football is our thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to wear my UT orange today.
Yeah,
get back into the football
we gotta
mode.
talk a little bit about it.
It's just been too long since we've talked football, college football. I'm not talking about NFL draft. I'm talking about the real deal. And they were talking about rankings. And so when you look at this list, I mean, I feel like Kirby Smart. I mean, they've won how many national championships under him?
So what is this list that's got you in a?
So this is all of the SEC football coaches ranked.
Okay.
From 1 to I think it's 16 or 16 teams, right?
Yeah.
So, and I don't have a problem with Kirby Smart, right? I think number 1 Kirby Smart, 2 Steve Sarkisian. I don't have a problem with that either, right?
Yeah.
Then you start getting down here, Brian Kelly number 3. Who thought Brian Kelly number 3?
And this is
What has Brian Kelly done at LSU? Tell me. Nothing.
No.
He ain't done nothing. So why are you ranking Brian Kelly number 3 SEC coach? That just got my goat.
Hold on. Who was there? Who was there with Burrow? Joe Burrow. It wasn't Brian Kelly, was it?
It may have been Brian Kelly. He had. So here's the deal. Just because you had some NFL draft players doesn't mean like his record at LSU is not that great.
No. The last 2 years
He stunk it up. So you're saying that he had some good drafts?
No. I'm not talking just. They had a good that year with Joe Burrow was
2022 to present.
Okay, I don't think he was there. Burrow's been in the league.
Let's see, Notre Dame, getting down here, trying to get to LSU because he's done all this other stuff. See, this is what I think. I think the person who made this list is clouded by these coaches' performance outside of the SEC. You're ranking SEC coaches.
Yeah,
You're not ranking whatever they did before. Did you see Joe Burrow in here? I don't see.
I don't think he was there. I think Joe Burrow's been in the NFL long.
He did play for LSU, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't there. I don't think he was there with. Yeah, see when he was there. I think he's been in the league now.
So LSU he was in 2020. He was in LSU.
So yeah, he was gone before Kelly got there. So yeah, no. So I'm just saying.
And see, and I don't think Kelly's has he had a winning record at LSU. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Look at his coach at
his coaching record at LSU. Let's see here. It's not telling me.
So they're saying
SEC Western Division in 2022.
They won it. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but Big East, MAC, none of that stuff counts. This is a list about the SEC.
Well, yeah. What was his record? Because since 22, since the SEC, we can find. Oh, right there, LSU. Right.
Well, it has the actual record down here. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole section.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-3, 9-4.
Okay. So, do you think that justifies being the third best coach in the SEC? He won all his bowl games.
So he's third behind.
He won the Western Division in 2022.
Yeah. So he's only went to one SEC championship game. Right?
Well, I don't know. What is his second in the Western Division, tied for second?
No, it would have been first.
So that's the only championship game he went to. And now it's like last year he was poo-poo.
Yeah.
I just don't think he belongs at number 3.
No,
and I think as you work down, you're like, oh my gosh.
Because the only ones ahead of him is
Jim says it was Coach O that had Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Ogeron, right?
Yeah. So
that one got me. Okay, and we got to move on
because Steve Sarkisian and what's his name was ahead.
DeBoer was listed as number 4. And I don't think that he should get. This goes back to the same thing, right?
Yeah.
He's only been at Alabama for what, 1 year?
Yeah.
And he really didn't perform that well at Alabama.
Yeah.
So I once again, don't think he deserves in the top 5.
Well,
then Lane Kiffin was listed as number 5, and Heupel was listed as number 6.
Yeah. So. This ranking, though, I think they're taking in.
They're like taking into account the coaching that they did outside of the SEC.
Yeah.
You can't do that. This is an SEC.
What does the article say they based it on? It has to give you a basis of what this was based on.
When ranking the Southeastern football coaches, selecting an SEC runner-up, then comes the challenge of making sense of the logjam of 4 coaches. He doesn't say specifically how he's ranking them. He just says these are the best coaches in the SEC.
But he kind of gives, he's the guy with the 53. He's giving record here. Kind of, I mean.
Who has the best record in the SEC?
Kind of is what he's kind of going there.
Well, that's fine. You've only been in the SEC for Steve Sarkisian. Texas has been in there, what, 1 year?
Yeah, this year.
Now, I mean, I put Steve there because guess what?
But
they went to the championship playoffs, right? I don't know. Anyway,
I
the
think
one that
they're
really
taking
got
in-
me.
but
You know who's going to really get me, right?
Go back up though. I think go back up to where it was saying, and I think they're taking into account just coaching record.
Overall.
Yeah, not just what they've done.
See, I don't think you should be able to do that. Because this
See,
is about the
look,
SEC coaches.
Because you skipped over Brian Kelly and Kalen DeBoer, each coached a national championship game. So key points to this article, you skipped over that.
Previous schools. But this is about the SEC.
I'll say this. I'll disagree.
You go win a national championship game or coach in a national championship game, and you weren't in the SEC to get there in the first place? Really?
Well, none of them. Josh Heupel's not an SEC guy. He's only been there 4 years, 3 years.
But what I'm saying is like, you're not even, like, these guys didn't even get to the playoffs in the SEC.
Yeah.
They lost to teams in the SEC that are, Kiffin is number 2. I would give Kiffin a higher spot.
I was going to say, I think you can move Kiffin and Heupel up.
That's right. And I say you put Kelly and DeBoer behind Kiffin and Heupel.
I'm okay with that. And the only reason with DeBoer is I'd like to see what he does this year. Last year, you can say, well...
It was a transition year. Or
yeah,
whatever.
because a lot of guys left just because Saban,
he has something to prove.
Yeah, he's got to build and kind of get stable.
So now these were not the ones that really got my goat, though. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Number 7 is Drinky. Yeah. Drinky does not belong in 7. Does not belong in 7.
I agree with that. I think...
now, I'd put Beamer up higher than this.
Yeah, I'd put Shane Beamer, South Carolina,
I mean,
ahead of
you're
Drinkowitz.
You're coaching at South Carolina. To accomplish things at South Carolina, in my mind, is similar to accomplishing things at Vanderbilt.
No, I would disagree with that.
I don't know. I put South Carolina down in the... It's not... They're not... I mean, even what's his name from Florida couldn't really produce a lot of results at South Carolina.
Yeah, but they had good years there with Spurrier.
Yeah, I don't know. What
South
do you call a good year? A good year for South Carolina, maybe.
A blimp. That's what I call a good year.
The audience caught it, see? They caught it.
Yeah.
Just took them a second.
No, South Carolina's not that low of a program. I think Mississippi State's lower than... I'd rather coach at South Carolina than I would Mississippi State.
That was a good episode when we talked about the Gamecock.
Yeah.
And that what's that Sandman movie or the Sandman song that they always play?
Virginia Tech. That's Virginia Tech. Inner Sandman.
No, so South Carolina theme song. There's a theme song.
Mr. Sandman.
No.
Bring me a dream. Dooper 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 doo doo.
No, it's a
No, Inner Sandman.
Sandstorm.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's their theme song.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I'll never get over. I went and saw a game at South Carolina when Steve Spurrier was the coach. You know how Spurrier's got that really high-pitched voice?
Yeah.
And he, at the very beginning of the game, he opens up with, "It's football time in South Carolina."
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, that's crazy. That was crazy.
No.
And then they put Mike Elko as number 9. And Mark Stoops, your buddy, is number 10. Stoopy deserves to fall. That is not where he needs to be.
Well, I'll tell you.
And Venables is number 11.
Number 9.
Mike Elko at Texas A&M.
Yes,
I think he should be higher, honestly.
No, he hasn't been there that long.
But he produced results.
Yeah.
Like they were like leading the SEC mid-season.
Yeah,
I mean, they
but that
tanked
was
near the
schedule.
end.
If you look at their schedule, the way their schedule played out, we talked about that.
Schedule issues. Yeah, we talked
and that's
about
what I say with Missouri.
They got an easy schedule up
the
front.
reason Drinkowitz should be further down, because if you look at the schedule there, who they played over the years that he's coached there,
He's had it easy.
Yeah, I think Drinkowitz would be further down. I think Beamer should be higher. And that number 9 guy, Texas A&M, Elko, I think he should fall down. I would have Stoops above them.
Really?
Just what he did at Kentucky. Like lately, he's fallen out, but what he stabilized and brought Kentucky football into relevance more than it's ever been.
Best coach since Bear Bryant is what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I'm being clouded by Kentucky's recent performance.
Yeah.
And
Well,
your commentary about how Kentucky fans are
they
not,
are tired of
gone.
him. Yeah. But their expectations are dumb. They got to realize,
He's the one that they should be
Yes.
worshiping him because he's brought Kentucky out of irrelevancy.
Yeah, because I'll say, if Clark Lee, and then obviously it was a dream with Franklin at Vanderbilt to have 2 9-4 seasons
I'm not going
back
to go
to
to the
back.
next ones because the next one's got me mad too.
Oh yeah, so I realized you give me 6-6, 7-6 at Vanderbilt, or 7-5.
That's a great season.
Every now and then 8 wins, maybe 9, like in a blue moon. But you give me 6 to 8 wins at Vanderbilt,
In
that
the
coach
SEC?
can stay for 100 years
As long as they want.
at Vanderbilt. I'll take that.
What was the high number that Franklin pulled off?
9. He did
He had a 9-win
9-4
season,
back-to-back
right?
years, and then jetted off to Penn State.
Oh, Jim's mad about DeBoer, huh?
Yeah.
So Jim,
Oh,
see,
Alabama-
and that's Alabama fans don't want to have anything to do with him now
No.
because they're comparing him to Saban. It ain't going to be a good
Well,
coach.
yeah.
You can't.
I think
And the era has changed.
there's a
right?
theory, and I think I would agree with this. I've heard through the years with anything, whether it be a job, you don't want to be like anybody that is the great.
the best.
You don't want to be the
You don't want
next
to
guy.
follow the best.
You want to be
The guy after the one that followed the
second
best.
one. Mm-hmm. That's exactly. You don't want to be the one to. I think if someone's like, "Hey, I want to hire you," someone came to me, "I want you to go to."
You don't want to be the breakup guy.
No, I'd be like,
I broke up with the girl breaks up with her boyfriend, and then you're the next dude. You're
"You
not
won't
going
be
to
there long."
You're not going to be there long.
It's a rebound. You're Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, the rebound.
You're getting Dennis Rodman, the rebound king. Yeah. You're getting Dennis Rodman is all you're doing.
Oh, that should be a phrase. You're getting Dennis Rodman. You're getting Dennis Rodman.
All right, so we got Stoops at 10.
The rebound king.
Who's at 11?
Is that a record for him? Like, was he like most rebounds all time?
Yeah, I don't know if he still holds it. I think he did. Yeah.
At one point in time,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. So we got number 11 is Venables, Oklahoma.
Number 12 is Freezy. Auburn is just stinky. And so I don't
Yeah.
know. He's done nothing at Auburn. Which I'm like, I feel like Clark Lee should be higher. Clark Lee is after Hugh Freeze. Come on now.
Yeah.
But I heard the argument,
He's
though, on that
rising, though.
podcast. He was like, well, Clark Lee's been at Vanderbilt for a little while.
He has.
And he's just now making a show at Vanderbilt.
Well, it was weird. His second year, he had a good year, and then tanked. I think he had a lot of players leave. I can't remember, but now he's gotten it back. It was weird. It was like, all right, here we go. And then the next year, first year, I think he struggled. Second year, yeah, see what it was.
You type in Clark Lee, he's coming up high in search.
I'm older than Clark Lee. Where's
Born in
his-
81.
Yeah,
Man, he's a young buck.
I know it. I like that, though. I want a young guy.
So we're looking for the record, right?
Yeah, right there we go. Yeah, first year 2 and 10, then 5 and 7. I thought, okay.
So
here we
2
go.
and 10, that was right after Derek Mason.
Yeah,
We see where Derek went.
and then 5 and 7.
And then 2 and 10.
Yeah, after his second year, we were like, okay, here we go. And then that
And he
crappy
tanked it
year,
again.
yeah. But then this year he turned it back around, and I want to see if he can keep that momentum going now.
Multiple 0 and 8s in the SEC.
Yeah, well, that's typical for Vandy.
It's just hard, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. Really is.
So, but he doesn't, I would say he probably doesn't compare to James Franklin.
No. Franklin's 3 years. He was 6 and 6. Or
See what MTSU says about Derek Mason this year.
he might be gone after this year if he don't do no good.
Yeah, because he came in and did worse than the previous coach.
Yeah. So Clark Lee's 13.
Whoops.
What
Sorry,
would you do?
I clicked on something. Didn't mean to. Then Sam Pittman's 14.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know. My perception, and I don't know Pittman's record. My perception was Pittman was better. Like, I didn't.
No, I can see that. There's still 2 more. Billy Napier at Florida?
They put Billy Napier as 15 and Jeff Levy as 16. Levy
yeah.
makes sense.
That makes a
But
lot
it's
of sense.
Levy's first year, right?
Yeah.
But they were like worse than the SEC. And Billy Napier, most of the season was on the hot seat.
Right.
Like, I think he closed out with like 4 wins.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see. A lot of this for me is like I want to see a little more, one more year, but then they'll have a new ranking next year of these. But
Right.
I kind of would be like, well, let me see, because some of them I want to see what they do.
And there was talk that Sam Pittman was going to leave last year. You remember that? There was a lot of people
Yeah.
saying, oh, yeah, Sam's having health problems. He's going to be probably walking away.
I would maybe put the Florida coach above Sam Pittman.
Yeah, I felt like Billy Napier needed to be... Honestly, I felt like Billy Napier needed to be above Hugh Freeze, and I felt like Clark Lee needed to be above Hugh Freeze.
Like 12.
Because Hugh Freeze came in, and everybody's like, oh, Hugh Freeze is the greatest
Yeah.
thing since sliced bread. He's going to go into Auburn and make all these things happen. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, no, that's right.
And so...
He
I don't
might
know.
be getting on the hot seat
I think he's hot seat already.
this year. Might be,
Yep.
because how long has he been at Auburn? Is this his 3rd?
They say Freeze is like Katy Perry. Both were good once, but their best work occurred more than a decade ago. And they're starting to come off like hangers on, clinging by their fingertips.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Next thing you know, Hugh Freeze will be going to space. If he does that, then we know he's on the outs.
Even the minions like that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
man.
boy.
So there you go. Little SEC talk in May. Football, I should say.
We didn't even get to talk about the money, but we can save that for later.
Yeah, there's
I think we're kind of coming up on a...
yeah. It's been a
Long
good
show.
show. We
Good
can
show.
yeah. End on
Good
a
show.
high note.
Good show. Good
Yeah,
show.
good show.
Good show.
High tide.
High tide.
We ain't had one of those in a while.
Yeah,
The reason
good
to high tide.
Good show.
Let's see. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. I think it's been a good show. Sorry about last night. It came up last minute change to do tonight. Got the offer to go to Metallica. It was pretty cool.
Glad everybody was able to join us tonight.
Yeah.
Very exciting
Yeah,
show.
good. I feel like we've had a lot of people
Like having
watching.
a lot of
and
folks on a Friday night. That's
interaction.
good.
Yeah. Hope
And
y'all
it
have
helps that I had a little alcohol ahead of time, too.
Oh, yeah. You ain't had a PBR in a while.
Yeah, I need to pop it out, I guess. I think I ran out. I think I drank them all.
Yeah.
Then I signed all the cans and threw them in the trash.
Show 32 was a good one. Next week, I have a feeling show 33. I'm going full Larry Bird already, but I think there's a lot of... You get to looking at who wore 33. It may be a good debate next week. Join us next week as we talk about who knows what rabbit holes. Probably get into... We didn't talk about some payrolls and what...
Yeah, we want to talk
wanna get
about
into
some
that.
money.
Yeah. Pro sports
like to talk about
payrolls and
money.
buying championships, right?
Nobody does
That's a
it
good
better.
topic. And then who knows, during the week we might come up with something else.
Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, good show. Thanks for watching. Like our pages on Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. Go to MikeandJrod.com. And
Feel free to pick up a hat.
yeah, our store there. I think that's all I want to say.
This has been a production of Scott Social Media.
Now will be half points. Then you always know when it's an overtime game if they do half points.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Well, no, actually you wouldn't, right? If they do 2 half points.
No, because if they...
2 overtime. It's not going to work.
I don't think you want to see a red flash. I might not.
Oh,
be-
they've got it like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Flashed? Oh my gosh.
Dude, is that their mascot?
Dude, it's a monk.
He is.
Their mascot, Red Flash, is a monk.
Can we
You've
put that
got to
up?
be
That's
kidding
the
me.
Best.
This is the best mascot I think I've ever.
No, I don't like three. The only way.
Well, just
I
because
see
you
it
don't
is
like it doesn't mean the committee won't do it.
I'm friends with them, and they agree with you.
I'll sell everything I own so that we can buy Club La Vila
Oh
and bring it back.
We'd have to live there too. I wouldn't have nowhere else.
I wouldn't have anywhere else to live either. But I mean, hell, that'd be living on the beach. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, look at our parking. I'll dump up my salad, any vegetables, fruits I'll throw out there. Like they love Halloween, like October.
Give them candy.
No. Yeah, they
No one eats those black jelly beans.
pumpkins, man. If I was at that game, every Thanksgiving my family would hear it. Hey, Joe, know I was at the ice bowl? It was one cold game.
It's the only thing first thing you talk about the family gathering. Hey, everybody, I just want to tell you all that story about how I went to the ice bowl like
Everybody walked
1967. Yeah, you told us that story last time, Grandpa.
Hey, here's what Georgia is. You're going down the street, you see this house just up in flames, and you're like, man, I think everybody in there is probably dead. And then last second, here comes Georgia strolling out. Oh my God, they survived. Like, there's a few times. Yeah.
But the others are named after the random Billies. Billy Idol, Billy Eilish, Billy Joel, and some other Billies.
Okay.
I don't know how many Billies there are.
There's a Billy Goat.
He is the relevant Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep. Well, that's
And I mean, he turned it around too. I mean, the 49ers are not bad anymore. are
No, he played in the Super Bowl like 2 years ago.
they? Yeah.
Something like that.
How did he end up at that pick level? That's crazy.
Is Purdy.